Audio Jungle.
Tropical wave to bring heavy rain, thunderstorms Tuesday through Friday. Heavy rain associated with the tropical wave is expected to start affecting the island on Tuesday through to Friday. The Meteorological Service of Jamaica gave the warning, stating that the tropical wave is expected to merge with a developing area of low pressure located southwest of Jamaica by Tuesday night. The Weather Service forecasts cloudy conditions with periods of heavy showers and thunderstorms affecting sections of most parishes, especially those in the southern section of the island. It added that strong gusty winds are also expected across southern parishes and southern marine areas. Fishers and other marine interests, especially those inshore and offshore the south coast, should exercise extreme caution as sea conditions will deteriorate in the vicinity of showers and thunderstorms and strong gusty winds, the Met Service warned. Touch the road, Andrew. Member of Parliament for Portland Western Darrell Falls has urged Jamaica Labour Party JLP leader Prime Minister Andrew Holness to hit the campaign trail now to pave the way for the party to win a third consecutive term in government. Put on your clocks and come out of your office. Give the responsibilities to whoever you want to give and touch the road, because People's National Party President Mark Boulding can't match you if you touch the road, Valls said to loud cheers from JLP supporters in St. Catharines Southeastern Constituency Conference at Portmore Heart Academy on Sunday. My advice to my colleagues, but most importantly, my advice to my Prime Minister: we have been in the government for 8 years. We have done well. We have 1 year, and this year, despite the amount of work that we have done to change the lives of people, if you want the third term, the only thing that you have left to do is to clear your diary. Put a team out there can run the government and go back on the road, which is where you went in 2016, added Valls. He argued that once Holness returned to the streets and pressed some fresh and touched the people, it is all over. When describing himself as the best political strategist in the Caribbean, Voss, who is also the Minister of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport, indicated that he is prepared to walk away from cabinet to hit the campaign trail for the general election due by September 2025. Prime Minister, I know that me and you never start on the same side of the road, but now I can tell you that I am committed to you to make sure that you finish the journey and put this country finally on the road to prosperity so that no one can interrupt. I am going to ask you for a leave of absence from the cabinet to make sure I deliver to you the third term was declared. The political veteran said he is concerned because some of the actions he has seen from the PNP in recent times are ugly, frightening, and show a party prepared to do anything in the interest of getting state power. I am watching carefully what have been transpiring in politics of Jamaica over the last few months. I am very despondent because we should be going in the opposite direction. We are going back to where we are coming from in the 70s, when we have fought to change that and to put on the trajectory of new political dynamics, stated Valls. He pointed out to the Labourites that he has contested 6 elections, starting in 1986 when he ran in a local government election in what was then Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation. According to Voss, since that time he has been targeted with lies and innuences. There is nothing that they can say about me. There is nothing that they have to try to do to me. And I want to say to my Prime Minister today, who God bless, no man curse. Voss told the crowd that this government, under the leadership of Holness, is without question the best government that the country has seen in history. He said that in the last 8 years, the JLP has turned the country around economically and socially, but it needs good political organization and good political management to remain in government. No matter how well we do in government, if we don't put in place policies to protect the vulnerable Jamaicans, which are the majority of Jamaicans, we have a problem, he noted. Prime Minister, I have some very simple advice. Let me qualify it by saying I have no ambition. My only ambition at 60 years of age is in the departure lodge is to make sure that Andrew Holness gets a third term in the interest of this country, said Valls, as he urged Labourites not to get caught up in political strategy that is now being played by their detractors. The strategy is that being played is a distraction. It is that it takes us away from the good that we are doing and gets us into a petty argument about all sorts of things, which meant nothing to the bigger picture, said Voss as he urged Labourites to avoid the cascas and the cursing of the media. 3,813 NSWMA workers being transitioned to permanent positions. The National Solid Waste Management Authority has started transitioning more than 3,813 workers to permanent positions. These posts include drivers, sanitation workers, and operational staff. Speaking during the transition ceremony in Kingston, where the first letters of permanency were presented to workers, Executive Director of the NSWMA, Arthur Garden, said the agency has high regard for its workers. He said it is now up to the sanitation workers to keep their jobs.
We want them to succeed. We want them to be at their best. And so for me, it's a high privilege. I don't know how, quite frankly, you could have a category of workers like this and have them as unattached workers all this while. This is an idea whose time has long come. This is part of what we call billing out a good country, when you respect the people who do real work. We love this. These are not contracts for a term that will expire and then you go off and wait and wander and eat off your little savings waiting for a call. These are permanent letters being given to employees. And there is something in this that's personal for me. Because our sanitation workers, yes, those men and women that show up at your gate to take up your garbage, they were most affected. And I'm so happy today to be signing the first permanent letter to Mr. Ian Edson Rowe. And from now onward, it is up to him to keep his job because the government has done their part. The country has done their part to say, yes, you are doing a great work and we are acknowledging it and making you a part of the permanent establishment of the government of Jamaica.
Holness says JLP will do well but warns against neglect. Prime Minister Andrew Holness believes that the ruling Jamaica Labour Party has the right mix of youth and experienced representatives that will ensure it does well at the next general election. However, he emphasized the importance of the party reaching out to Jamaicans, including its supporters and workers, and address their concerns with respect. Holness, the JLP leader, was addressing the party-era Constitutional Conference at Portmore Hart Academy in St. Catherine on Sunday. One thing with the Jamaica Labour Party is that we have some firebrand politicians. We have firebrand Everett Warmington and Darrell Vaz, who are senior members of the party and senior politicians in their own right. They don't always see eye to eye, but we are one family and we have one abiding belief, and that is, we are united in seeing the best of Jamaica, land we love, Holness told cheering neighbor rights. The Era Council 2 family is alive and well, and we will do well because we have a good balance of the people who have been around, who know the road like Warmington and Darrell. We have a good balance of those in the middle, like myself, who have the energy and the vision to bridge the past and to stand firm in the present, but have reached into the future. We have a good mix, so I am sure that the party is regenerating itself before your eyes close. You are seeing the future of the party emerging, Holness stated. Noting that mixed views were expressed in a survey the party conducted among its workers, Holness said, "Some of you would know that your constituency was selected for review. Some of you were interviewed and your views were recorded and brought to me so that I could understand what my workers, supporters, and activists are thinking. Some of them did not feel as appreciated, as recognized, and appreciated as they should be. They felt their government is in power, and whilst they are not looking for state resource to be channeled to them, there is an expectation that the party must reach out to its base, its co-workers, and show them care and respect." He pointed to the result of the February 2024 local government election, which saw the JLP winning 7 of the island's municipalities to the opposition People's National Party 6, and a tie in the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. "We got a clear message from you in February, and like any intelligent organization, we have recollaborated, and a few months ago, even up to a few weeks ago, we call a retreat for members of parliament and constituency leaders and declare to them a course of action that must be taken, which involve a reaching out to all our workers and mending fences with all co-workers and supporters, no matter if you think you are right and they are wrong," the JLP teacher said. "What matters is that Jamaica Labour Party continues to bring good policies and government to the people of the country, and your little argument should not stop that. We have given a directive to the leadership of the constituencies to pay attention to your supporters and hear what they have to say. Go out and take the cussing about the water and the road, Don't hide from the people, Holness stated. He said that when he toured the island, no matter how much water, road, and houses are provided to the people, there will always be some who will reveal that they have none of those resources. In our democracy, even if you think it is unreasonable, it is quite reasonable for that voter, when they see their MP, to raise the issue with them. Jamaicans are those to raise it in the strongest way, but as the MP or caretaker candidate, you cannot run from that. It has been my experience that it's either they run, come hug me up, and after they hug me, they say, "Do you see the road?" In Northeast St. Anne, one lady cussed me off about her water. For over 20 years, she not have no water. As a lady, I am just in government since 2016 and I am trying. She said she don't care. She said other people and community are getting and she wants her water now. It is just the reality. We were able to respond to her by giving her a drum. Then she told me the drum not going to be enough and said she needed the 3 refills of water, and we ended up taking care of that. The point I am making to the leadership is that it is rough out there. The Jamaica Labour Party did not make it rough. Every Jamaican knows that the Jamaica Labour Party is making it better, but the frustration is such that if you don't feel you and you believe you are acting in their best interest, they are going to stray, Holness noted. He urges supporters and Jamaicans in general not to be fooled by many of the accusations being made against the government by distractors. There is a battle going on right now, being waged in the most unhanded ways, sometimes for your mind. Your mind is like your body. If you eat sweet food every day, you are going to get diabetes. It is the same thing when you listen to nonsense all day and feed your minds with rumors and propaganda. It is going to create a bad mind, he said. I am speaking now, general, to the people of Jamaica. As we are now in the political cycle, we are now in the battle for the minds. I am saying to you, don't be tricked, Holness added. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.